knows the benefits of household chlorine bleach, sodium hypochlorite. It kills germs. That's the bottom line. It can sanitize, from your floors to your toilet bowls, to even down to cut flowers, kills weeds, brightens your clothes up. But let's talk about water purification, which is what we're going to explore today. The treatment we're going to describe today is for sanitizing water, and if the water is unsafe due to bacteria or viruses. But I want you to also remember that if you suspect that there is chemicals or oils or poison substances, such as like sewage or contaminants, don't drink the water. This is a safety explanation of water that is basically safe, and I'll explain. There's two primary ways of treating water. One is boiling or adding bleach. In my opinion, boiling is always the most safest method, but I understand that in a disastrous situation, you might not be able to boil your water. If the water is cloudy, try to filter it before you boil or add bleach. And you can do that by a coffee filter, paper towel, cheesecloth, anything. To get some of the substances out of it. If you do boil it, by the way, take and have it do a rapid boil for 1 minute and then just let it cool. But using Clorox bleach is usually typically between 5 and 6%. And don't use any Clorox bleach that contains perfumes and dyes and additives. You don't even want that. And these are the volumes and quantities that you want. 1 quart, which is 1 liter, you would add 3 drops. If the water, for instance, is very cloudy, then you add 5 drops. And you let that sit in there for approximately 30 minutes. If it's cloudy, of course, double it, 60 minutes. So everything is doubled here. 1/2 gallon, which is 2 quarts, which is 2 liters, you would add 5 drops. But if it's a cloudy one, you add 10 drops. And so everything is being doubled. 1 gallon, 1/8 teaspoon. 5 gallons, 1/2 teaspoon. If it's 10 gallons, 1 teaspoon. And of course you double it if it is cloudy. And the same principle goes if it's clear water, you let it sit for 30 minutes. If it's cloudy water, 60 minutes. But let's talk about if it's extremely dirty. It's just not surface water. For instance, let's say you go to a pond and it's pretty filthy. I'm not talking about dead animals or something in there, but let's say it's pretty dirty water. What you'll want to do is even double it again. So that means 1/2 gallon, 2 quarts, which is 2 liters. You don't put 10 drops in it, you would put 20 drops in it. And instead of 60 minutes, you let it sit for 2 hours. The problem with this, that you can get such a high level of chlorine in your water that it basically makes it unsafe to drink regardless. And so what you want to do in that situation is take the lid off and let it air. And you do that for approximately 2 hours. And then you transfer it into a clean container and just pour it in there. And by this, it off-gases the chlorine. If you do this several times until there is a very light chlorine smell, then you know it's safe to drink. You can add too much, like I said, and that would be detrimental to your health. It can actually destroy the stomach lining. So those are the little tips and tricks on water purification using Clorox bleach. I hope you enjoyed it.